Let's play some Monster Train. I want... oh, my voice. Come back. Don't leave me. I wanna continue with the export challenges. There are still 9 more to go. I wanna unlock the card frame. And export challenges are another way to like mix things up a bit with these mutators. Yeah. We have no champion, no problem up next. Your champion is gone, but use the extra starter unit banners along with double triggers to win anyways. This is one of the easiest one, in my opinion. The double trigger modifier is very strong, and the banners are quite nice as well. So let's jump in and see how it goes. We have Razor Sharp Edge, Welder Helper and Wildwood Custodian. Welder Helper having its trigger doubled. Same goes for any other imps we are picking up this run. Talos is knockback armor. With Arcus with Incant and Harvest. And Seraph with Sap, not Daze. Sap is what it's called. Not a bad start. Also our Queen Simplings will do double damage, which is quite nice. We don't have a champion. I was about to say our champion is gonna be Wildenham, but we don't have a champion this run. One of these expert challenges should include a time limit. Sure, why not? Branded Warrior with double slate triggers? I guess that's okay. What do we have here? Thorned Hollow. Well, I would like double rejuvenate triggers and double summon triggers on it, but we don't have any healing. It's the issue. Do I want an Animus of Speed? Or do I maybe want the Thorned Hollow on my Branded Warrior and get kills with spikes? That might be a bit hard to sustain even with the doubled Welder Helpers. I think I'll skip this one. Conscription Notice. When you first summon your champion, this will never happen. At start of turn, add a random imp unit to your hand with double summons already. Yeah, we do that. Stings, Sinner Self or Split Anvil. We're not up against Scorchfell, so I don't feel the need to take Sinner Self. I'm gonna go for Split Anvil. There are some really good higher cost cards in especially Hellhorned, but Awoken also has some. Let's take a unit draft here for some armor on the enemies. We're gonna heavily utilize our imps to make this one work. You're dealing 18, 20, 30 damage. We can get a Slay here with the Train Steward in front. Oops. So much for that. I, for some reason, thought I already had the Ember from the Biotromper, which is obviously not how that unit works, but... we do get a Slay here, but we want to prevent some damage. And we do want to kill the Collector. And here are some Welder Helpers. 40 armor is going to be all we need to kill the boss. These guys don't even matter anymore. Okay. Wildwood Sap, Steel Enhancer, Razor Sharp Edge. Razor Sharp Edge, if we stay with the Branded Warrior, but obviously we could put that essence into anyone. But if we stay with him, then Razor Sharp Edge is relatively limited in how often we can use it. Steel Enhancer would obviously fix that, give us more use out of our 2 Razor Sharp Edges. I feel like our defensive mechanic is gonna be armor, unless we use rejuvenate. I will take 1 Steel Enhancer, I think. That might be okay. March of Shield seems really good. Hornbreak seems quite good as well. I don't have Warm Fortify, I think it's a bit less impactful. We don't really have backline damage at all. I'll take a Hornbreak. It's dangerous not to have backline damage. Steelwalker has a great effect. Potentially. When doubled. Do we go for unit upgrades? I think so. We have a few good units that really benefit from some upgrades. Hi Juke, welcome. Animals of Will. It's good. Definitely. It's very good actually. Maybe we'll put a large stone on it and just call it a day. Try to give it some rage with a Branded Warrior. Put the Steelwalker into the Branded Warrior. And then pick capacity to make use of imps. I could see that. That is gonna get us through the early game for sure. After that, we'll have to see. This is very much a setup that is just focused on getting through the early game as well as we can, without much consideration to late game scaling right now. This is a bit annoying. We do need an imp on the top floor to get the Steelwalker to survive. But I don't really want an imp on the top floor because I actually want to prevent these guys from reaching our pyre. But sadly that is just not possible right now. Yeah, this wave. This wave. There wasn't much we could do. I guess we just take the damage. Certainly is painful. But there's not much else we can do here. Well, we took 10. That is not the worst. Rest of that are Wildwood Sap Pyrogrow. Do we want a Pyrogrow? I'm not too interested in the other 2 options. I will take 1 Pyrogrow. I will take another Hornbreak. Branded Warrior into Animals of Will could be good. Maybe we... I'm not sure what else we can do that's good here. My main problem with Animals of Will with a Branded Warrior in it is how do we get the Animals of Will to get the first kill? Do we just try to get there with Razor Sharp Edges and Steel Enhancers and Root Seeds? That might just not work out. I'm gonna take an Extreme Hornbreak. That might help. We do have Quick in here. We also have spikes. But I think the multi-strike on this Rage on Slay effect is a very nice combination. Pyrogrow in the opening hand. That feels correct. Do we wanna reroll? We are looking for upgrades on the Steelworker. Are we looking for those? Maybe not. Okay. I'll gladly take 150 here. That means I can buy some purchase. Root seeds are usually just better than train stewards, right? When we play them, they don't get removed from our deck, but instead they draw us one. So if we only cycle our deck twice, then we are better off with the root seeds most of the time. And in the first cycle, the root seeds are far better. It's only if we like have to play them multiple times and the fight goes, we go through our deck multiple times. Only then is it ever gonna be a problem. You don't have the armor on Slay, you're the pushback one, so... who do we want in front? Well, we don't want the Steelworker to die to the hit, so... it has to be this one. We don't have a room for Wildwood Custodian, but we could wipe the backliners with the Molting Imp. That is not necessary though, the Animals of Will be enough to deal with these. And we are actually losing Slays, so... let's not play the Molting Imp here. Not yet, at least. Here's where I wish I had room for Welder Helpers. I'm a bit worried about the health of our Steelworker. But right now, all these waves are giving us more health than they are costing us. Except for the ones where Talos shows up. On the other hand, we're almost killing Talos here, so that's good, I guess. Yeah, and with Talos at low health, I'm not too worried about that. We will get the kill pretty easily. Even with you in front, that might just be better even. How much damage can we do here? A fair bit. Yep. We don't need our good units to kill Talos. We can just do so with our imps and the channeler. That is pretty funny. Awoken's Railspike and Dark Deal are both premium cards here. I haven't mastered Dark Deal yet. Split Anvil. I can't turn down an Awoken Railspike with Split Anvil in my deck, right? The Ranged Brute is probably the unit we want to put the Steelworker into. And then we take capacity so we can actually use imps correctly. And I think we have pretty much everything we need to scale to the late game now. Cheetor's Hand and check strips. Cheetor's Hand, obviously. We don't want to lose Lace to check strips. But then again, we also need like a defensive kind of scaling. Just put the spell chain on rail spike so we can play another one later. There's basically weird consume removal. I think I like it. We're at 115 shards though, at ring 4. So this is gonna be tough. Do we give the enemies multi-strike? I think so, because we set up on the bottom floor and these light harnesses are not gonna do a ton of damage. Wormling champion giving damage per echo, backed up by a morsel master and a morsel maker. That's funny. 4 morsels doing 120 damage each. Yeah. That is pretty funny. I think we delay the edge. Steelwalker goes in front. With the welder helper to protect it, and then we fletchling him to get some damage. Sadly not quite enough damage to kill the backliner. That is what we have a Hornbreak for though. Branded Warrior, Animals of Will can go in the back now. We buff it, we kill top floor with Hornbreak. We don't need Molding Imp this turn. We needed a Molding Imp. I forgot. There was a... Whoops. There was a unit there. You know. Just a normal unit. Should you be in front, actually? Maybe I should have been in front. How do we get rid of the imps in our hand now? Like, I kinda need to make room for this welder helper. Should have played a razor sharp edge, although the extra draw can be nice. That is good. Wanna make this one 0. No! Should have put the welder helper on top. It's a mistake. Ember Drain, oops. And we draw 7. Yeah, if I could play the welder helper, I would gladly remove this welder helper right now. Now we can. That's 151 damage welder helper though. But I still think it's worth. Because we have enough damage, it's just... We have so much damage that the defensive benefits are worth more to us than another hit for 150. Okay, we have to play that. A doubled Transcend Imp. Well, the Transcend Imp itself is not doubled because it's not a summon trigger. It's not a triggered ability. But all the other imps are. Nope. No need for that. Pyre Shards, Preserve Thorns, Wildwood Custodian. Do we want any of those? Feel like no. We have enough draw at the moment, I think. Pyre Shards? No. I will gladly take an important work though. We don't have upgrades on our Deranged Brute yet. I would like some. But we can get these later, right? The right side here is way too powerful. I'll take the Unbroken Horn. Remove the Train Stewards. What's gonna be our dupe? And why is it Awoken Railsback? Wellowstone, please? Just another one of these. Spell chain on the important work? Yeah. Think that works. That's just an expensive... Well, expensive? Kind of expensive. Damage upgrade. It's gotta be the rail spike, right? Not entirely sure. The right path was correct there, actually. I think we can deal with some spikes. This is a bit rough. I think we have to set up on the top floor. That means Wildwood Custodian won't be part of our plan. I wanna play Steelworker, I wanna play Welder Helper, and I wanna play Razor Sharp Edge. Deranged Brute, not Steelworker. I will take the Ember Drain. I think it's not a huge deal right now. I'm gonna juggle this Welder Helper. Do I put you in front? How do we deal with this Master of Light right now? We did get Rage there, so that certainly helps. There are too many imps I want to play. We don't need the damage right now. Can wait a bit. We do get the Slay with the Animus, so I think we just build up some more armor. This imp dies now, which is nice, saves us some work. You immediately get us the Rail Spike back. I really like that. We do want to play the Fledgling Imp before we play the Rail Spike. We sack you, create another copy of that. What are we doing with all these rail spikes? We one-shot you, we one-shot you, we get full slay value there. We don't really need that horn break. You are gonna survive it. Right, yeah, that's the non-upgraded one. We're getting enough slays as is. I'm more worried about our health. Well, that doesn't even block a hit, but I guess we play it anyways. Well, the helper is nice. Put that on top so we can draw it with the rail spike. Draw 4, this is draw 5. We use this one first. I'm gonna keep that space open. We are facing 63 damage. We kill in one turn. Yeah. Okay. Not much to do here. We do have pretty good scaling. I will take a Pyre Wall, gladly. Ends now Wildwood and Pyre Shards. Wildwood Custodian. No, we don't need any of these, right? The Ends now could sometimes be good. I will take a Rage Serum. We just need a way to get the Rage started so we can actually slay stuff. Is it time for unit upgrades, or do we get some spell upgrades now? I still like unit upgrades. The spell upgrades are not critical. Forever Flame, Winged Steel and Vapor Funnel. Winged Steel is a bit less exciting because of Cheapdos Hand. Forever Flame helps with the imps a lot. I'm gonna take Forever Flame. We can make an Endless Imp. And we should. There will be a Divine Temple here. Let's have a look at these Concealed Caverns first. Arcane Machine. Damage, heal or buff effect. Plus 10 attack. We don't really need damage or heal, right? Pull, descend or ascend. Kinda like pull here. I don't think we are gonna use that to ascend or descend anything. I think it's too late to really go into that direction, especially because we are intending to use imps. And then we have an effect that increases capacity or money. Capacity allows us to play with more imps. That is useful. I would usually go money here, but this is pretty late. We only have 2 opportunities to play this card, so it's not gonna be that impactful in terms of money. Now the question is, do we want AoE armor or do we want... No, that is not the question. We just put Endless on the Welder Helper. We don't have the other imps in the deck. They are just from Impsicle. I thought we had like a few other imps in the deck, but nope. That is not the case. Ah, there is a Heartstone for this deranged brute. Are we ever going to another Merchant of Steel? I think we're going to the Merchant of Magic here. And then probably to the Merchant of Magic here. Get our stuff upgraded. And I don't want Quick on you, so let's give you the final upgrade you need. Quick on the Imp could be No. No, Quick on the Imp doesn't matter either. If the Imp's damage ever matters, then we want to get the Rage from the Animus of Will first. Okay, we have Animus of Will, we have Rage Imp. That's already gonna be 10 Rage is 20, 48 times 3, so we get the kill on the Clip Guardian, that's good enough. We set up on the bottom. I don't want to put anything back here. Oh well. Play Welder Helper, sack Welder Helper. Play Queen Simpling, sack that as well. Sure. Play you. We get both kills, but we do take a fair bit of damage, so let's play another imp to block another hit. And now we have a huge rail spike. We can empty our hand and replay it basically. Good thing we don't have the daze effect. That one up on the top floor, yes. Ember Drain, I don't care. Ah, that should have gone on the imp. No, that is not necessary. We get the extra capacity here. And boost our damage. Oh, that's... That Arcus doesn't have stealth. Huh. I thought all of them did. With enough shards. But apparently not. This one has Spell Shield instead. Here's how we recover our energy. Let's kill the Endless one. Let's get tons of energy to play around with. We can't block hits here, sadly. Okay, this is where we unload. We weld our helper. Important work. This thing is a little unfortunate. But it's worth it for the armor. All of these will be cost reduced, so we can play them all out. Draw 10. It's the perfect amount. At this point, more attack on the front liner hardly ever matters. Whoops. Right, I didn't have any ember left. I was for some reason thinking like a cost reduced spike, but that was not the case here. Really doesn't matter. Guess we just buff you in case we can use those buffs to get a flying kill. This keeps up our armor. We might be able to get a flying kill. That's a lot of armor we are gaining there. Yeah, there we go. That's a flying kill. The rage scaling is pretty outrageous. One Horn's Tome. We have the energy. We have the armor. But I haven't mastered Dark Deal yet. Well, there will be chances to master Dark Deal. It's great in his deck, don't get me wrong, but... it's better early than One Horn's Tome would be, right? Like, if we draw it early to get the first kills, that is still something that matters to us. The early draw. Yeah, Dark Deal might actually be better. If we are aiming for flying kills, then the One Horn's Tome will probably be better. But here we are just aiming for a victory. And then the Dark Deal is better. It's better for consistency. We have 700 gold and there's a Forgotten Boons here. And anything imp related would be super good, as would be anything rage related. There are a fair number of great relics for us, but not that many actually. But the ones that would be good would be amazing. We do get to see 3 relics here, so it's only 3 more relics we get to see here. And we get... yeah, kinda want the spell upgrades. Spells get an extra upgrade slot. That will mostly matter for our Awoken Rail Spike. Lost Luggage. We're drawing 6 right now in our starting hand. I think this deck could really benefit a lot from Lost Luggage. Both of these are great, but I think the Lost Luggage is just a little better. We don't need consume removal on these. If I didn't have the spell chain, I would gladly take it, but I do have the spell chain, so it's kinda not good. Permafrost. We don't really want that. I guess we could use it on a rail spike, but the rail spikes are better off with cost reductions. There wasn't actually a lot that we got here. I was mostly looking for holdover or... well, was I looking for holdover? I was definitely looking for double stack. That is... and the cost reductions on the rail spikes mattered. But I guess spell upgrades were a bit less important to us than I at first thought. How many cards are we drawing a turn? 6, 7, 8 with the Wildwood Custodian. Maybe we cut the root seeds. Because we're often drawing a full hand. Wait, we are also drawing an imp, so 9 already with the Wildwood Custodian. We're probably not gonna find anything better than this. Make the Endless Imp even better. I'm gonna put a Purge Stone on another Root Seed. And Spell Chain on the Dark Deal. That shouldn't be too much damage, right? And because Rage is 5 damage each, I think it's much better than Old Magic. And Old Magic is not 0 cost, so it would actually be quite expensive to play. Although that can be an upside, because it sometimes allows us to trigger Anvil and play more stuff. I'm gonna go with Dark Deal though. With the upgraded Imp, that is probably quite good. I'm not afraid of any challenge. Although the setup on this first turn might be rough. Because of these buffed Shade Wings. We can kill one with a Hornbreak. Then our setup would be a Steelwalker with 60 health in front. Who would die. But we also have an Awoken Railspike to draw 4 more cards. That is enough to survive. Now we are looking to get a kill. I should have played the Dark Deal first, so I could actually cost reduce the copy. That would have been useful. That would have made the difference here. I forgot. Okay. We put... Doesn't matter, right? What we put back. And now we get the Dark Deal actually reduced in cost. So we can play it. And they can actually get the kill on the Gilded Wing here. Not the kill on the backliner though. We need all 3 hits to hit the Gilded Wing. Gonna make sure my survivability is fine. I think I want to play pretty much everything here. Hey Bestari, welcome. No, I didn't do the, I didn't look at, well, I haven't done the daily yet and wasn't necessarily planning on doing it. I want to get the collector. But I can't. Unless I can lose my deranged brute. And take a crazy amount of damage on the Animus. I don't think that leads to a victory. Or does it? Once we have the Endless Welder Helper, we will be applying 60 armor whenever we play it. But we have trouble getting through the steel wings here. How are we not getting through the steel wings? So, you guys kill the deranged brute, hit Animus of Will once. Animus of Will attacks the steel wings once, twice kills it. Where does the third attack go? What am I missing? What am I missing? Oh, when the deranged brute dies, we lose a lot of attack. Yep. Give me that collector. Fine. Well, we have a rail spike here anyways, so we don't have to worry too much about stuff. There we go. That should solve all our problems. Being able to just gain basically as much armor as we would ever need. $300 armor. I think that's a decent amount. And I think it's now time to just leave this imp where it is. $86 damage per attack. That's a lot. But we do more. Engraph, Charge Channeler, Unleash the Wildwood. Nope. Spike of the Hellhorned. That is really good. So it's impressive. That's Master Impressive. It's good in this deck. It's probably not quite as good as Spike of the Hellhorned, but it's still good. So I'm fine picking it up. When played, you are... What? Gains 50% max health? What is a champion? I don't have any of these. Must have gotten unlucky with my picks to not see a champion. Let's say Consume Crown. Some more scaling. Hey, Scorching Restraints. Do I want those? I kinda want Scorched Steel, even though it's pretty minimal. Thornfruit might be pushing it a bit too far. With the draw relics. I'm gonna pretty much always have a full hand with that. We don't really care about energy cost or permafrost. Let's take these two and reroll. Okay, this is gonna be quite ridiculous. Let's cut one more root seeds, we keep the final two and cut one queen simpling, even though they deal 40 damage now, which is the same as their essence. Their essence would actually deal 160. That is pretty impressive. And let's move on. Let's destroy Seraph. Oh. No animals in the opening hand. Makes things a bit harder. We do have an impressive though, which will help a lot. We still set up on the bottom floor. Rail spike. That could have been better. Can't really use that. We do need the impressive. Right? There are 5 more imps in the deck. If we draw Animus of Will, that will also be good. But most other cards are not helpful here. We do have the rail spike. So I think we'll be fine. And there is our armor imp. Nice, nice. And I think from here on out it will be smooth sailing. Can we get a flying kill? Better not take any unnecessary Ember Drain. You have 170, we one-shot you. Hey Karas, welcome! Doing well, thanks. Oh, Rage Imp, very nice. That gets rid of the remaining damage shields on Seraph. Oops. Oh well. And then draw a new hand. I think we do want to keep this imp in the back, just stacking up rage. What gives everyone armor? It's the essence of the deranged brute. Steelworker is in there. The main problem I have right now is that we don't get to hit Seraph with the Animus. We then would have to change the order of our setup for that. Which is something we could do. Draw another 6 cards. This is piercing, we can't use it to get rid of the damage shield. We can use it that way though. I think we just have enough armor right now and can leave these imps to get a rage. Waves remaining 2, huh? We're not gonna quite get there. We will basically need to blow up Seraph in 1 turn with the Animus, and that's not gonna happen. If we still had more imps left, then maybe. Oh, Seraph doesn't even come down to the bottom floor. Well, that's fine. Guess then we can play this imp again, just to make sure our frontliner has actually enough armor to deal with everything. I mean, we are pretty close to just blowing up Seraph. Bring you to the front, why not? Why do we still have rail spikes left? Shouldn't we have used all of them by now? Well, apparently not. There we go. That was pretty good. And now we are up against the Divinity. How quickly can we kill that? The faster we gain rage, the better. So we want to start slaying immediately. Be on the bottom floor. The hand definitely gives us some decent tools, but no rage. No rage is a slight problem. Yeah, we don't quite have the damage, right? You deal 40, we do get a slay on you immediately, right? 28, 30, 32, 33. That's actually a bit too low to get a kill on the overcharged apprentice. Maybe we are better up setting on the top floor. Setting up on the top floor. Should I have started with the queen simpling, perhaps? Wanna draw deeper here. Instead of recycling my imp. Not to say I don't wanna recycle my imp. I definitely do. Ah. Okay. We do set up on the bottom floor. That restart is not necessary, but I want to optimize this. I want to see how fast I can kill Divinity with this deck. It's quite powerful. We do have the 3 rage from the start. I forgot about those. So we do have what we need to kill this wave. And that gives us very good rage scaling right from the start. Oh, Pyre Jumper for the Awoken Rail Spike. You know what? I'm actually better off drawing into the Pyre Jumper with the Rail Spike. Right? Because we'll get another rail spike. These backline imps are just receiving the rage from our slays. And they will probably be what ultimately ends up killing the Divinity. You're actually scaled up enough right now. You one-shot everything. Well, you don't one-shot everything. Not quite. But it's now time to let others do the first hit. We have enough armor on everyone. Let me think. How should I order? I want you as far back now as possible. And I want... you in the front right now. Now we just maximize divinity damage. By reordering our stuff around. Okay. $260 is not quite enough. We don't have to kill quite yet. We should be pretty close. That should have gone on the front line. Oh. That's all we need. Four-turn boss rush. Pretty good. But yeah, the double trigger mutator is pretty powerful. Highly reactive. Or rather, triggers +1 times. It's not actually doubling then doubling with the Ashes of the Fallen. It's +1 then +1, so tripling. Dark Deal, Rage Serum, and Wildwood Custodian Mastered. And another one. That's a Hellhorned card. Was that impressive? I think so. Yeah, we picked up impressive to master it, so. Yeah, pretty good run. That's a new high score for Covenant 25 for me. 70.9k. Yeah, the highly reactive mutator with Rage on Slay. That works pretty well. And imps, of course.